These fans make a lot of noise. Let's squat. We're in the big time now. One step in the big dance.
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Hawks have shown an impressive array of abilities in round 2, taking the series in only 5 games. Tonight, we will find out if they can keep that momentum going against the Boston Celtics. The Eastern Conference Finals, coming up next.
For these two teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got White. Thunder is out there with Shepard. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Baldwin in at for the Celtics. They've got Hunter. Wallace is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Kersey. And it's Freeman Liberty in at the point. You look at Boston. Break the higher seed. They start this series on their home court, but they cannot be overconfident.
No, the stage is set, my friend, and really it's going to all come down to how you perform between those lines.
So how do you keep the governor on overconfidence?
You got to focus on the task, and I was always taught you respect your opponent and understand that if they play their best, it's going to be a challenge for you. Don't allow them to get that kind of confidence.
Here's Thunder to the left side wing. Here's Shepard. Rebound by the Celtics.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Here's Freeman Liberty. Lets it go with the three. And it's White with the rebound. Takes it inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the night. That free throw good from Thunder. Both free throws good from Thunder. Here's Boston now. Wallace outside. Got a piece of it. The bounce, Atlanta takes possession. Here's Thunder. Pass to Baldwin. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Mitchell, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Now, here is O'Neal. Six to shoot. Trying his luck from deep. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And the Hawks with possession. And this is a team that, quite frankly, has been incredibly impressive so far in the postseason, with only 3 losses to date.
And to get to this stage of the playoffs and only have 3 losses is really incredible. But they can't get carried away knowing that the job's not finished.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. White, good.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Wallace outside. Inside, O'Neal. And he banks in the layup. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's Thunder missing. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Tanked in off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Freeman Liberty. Wallace outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Kersey, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And Kersey drops both of them. Here's Thunder. Mitchell dishes to White. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Thunder passes to Shepard. Launches it. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, O'Neal. Pass to Kersey from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Kersey's got 7 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Shepard. Scoreless thus far. Nailed from three-point land.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here is O'Neal. Pass to Wallace. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
White lays it up and banks it in.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Wallace outside. Kersey kicks to O'Neal. to Kersey. Here's the three. Atlanta with the rebound. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Thunder passes to Mitchell. It's up a three. And it's Shepherd missing. Celtics trail by 5. Moving it up. It's blocked. And they get it back. Hunter. A putback. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Pass to Shepherd. Here's Thunder. Mitchell against O'Neal. Just 5 to shoot. Shot's good by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
The adjustment. Man, what a finish.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the middle. Looking to end the run. And he sinks the layup.
His first make, and, maybe that will get him going.
Atlanta leading by 5. Thunder passes to White, and he gets the bucket. White's got 6.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Wallace, back to O'Neal. Kersey with the ball. Off target from three-point range. Lobs it up there for White.
Goodness, save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Austin's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And here's Kersey. He has 7. Pass to Hunter. Fires for 3. Kersey misses.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing a hit right now. A little bit in his head.
Here's Thunder. And it's Shepherd, top of the key. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Down low. Up top, Kersey. White covering. O'Neal passes to Kersey. To the paint. Here's Hunter. And that one, good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. So for the Hawks, Freeman Liberty's checked in. And Ramirez is subbed in for Mitchell. Thunder passes to White. Out to Smith from downtown. That one's in, his first shot this game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Here's Walsh. Pass to Wallace. Over White. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against Chicago was sensational. He dropped in 55 points, and his passing was incredible with all of those assists. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Wallace after the basket by Atlanta. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Price is checked. Hunter dishes to Price. The Celtics working the ball around now. There's the 3. Rebound Atlanta. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Ramirez. Miles out there with Thunder. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Baldwin in at the 5 down low. Here's Walsh. Still scoreless.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Hunter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Thunder. He has 7. Pass to Baldwin. And here is Wyatt. 4 on the clock. That misses off the backboard. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Walsh. On the line, here's Price. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Price has got 7.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
For Atlanta, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. That free throw good from Thunder. Walls is checked in for Boston. Both free throws good from Thunder. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Price outside. Pass to Walsh. With the teardrop, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now, and the first one drops. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Hawks leading by 8. And there's the try. Mitchell passes to Thunder. Back to Mitchell. Can't hit that one. Nice defense from Wallace. Austin's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Thunder. Oh, my goodness. What a play. The devastating windmill jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Walsh. Good D by Mitchell.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Kersey. Here's Price. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Wallace. Here's Walsh. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here's Thunder. He's got 11. Over to the left wing. Launches a 3. And Boston with the rebound. Walsh has got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside. It's stolen by Lyles. Fast break, the Hawks. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Hawks making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. On defense, the Hawks have only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Kersey. Nice job down low. Kersey's got 9. The Hawks leading by 12. Here's Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the time.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The 15-footer, and he drops that one in.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
The teardrop falls in. He's got 13.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Walsh. Here's Freeman Liberty. Connects from three-point range. Freeman Liberty's got 5 points now this quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
It's 2-on-1. Here's Mitchell. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Pass to Walsh. The 3. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
They set the screen. Here's Thunder. Shepard with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Floats one. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Baldwin.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Miles against Kersey. Pass to Walsh. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawks ahead. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the Boston Celtics.
Way too many fouls, if you ask me. Controlled aggression. Otherwise, you're going to lose it at the line.
Solid assessment, Shaq. I mean, solid. They're overcommitting on D, and it's costing them.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. The conference finals. Big fella, do you expect? Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Hunter is out there with Wallace. Then there's Kersey. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Freeman Liberty in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And the basket by Thunder.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Atlanta leading by 4. Over in the corner, Shepard. Pass to Mitchell for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Mitchell's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's Freeman Liberty. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Back to Wallace from deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Baldwin's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lobs it up there for White. It's taken away by Wallace. Here's Kersey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Hawks leading. Shepard with the ball. Off target from outside. O'Neal outside. White against Hunter. Pass to Wallace. Here's Freeman Liberty. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. 10 points for him.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
White. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
O'Neal kicks to Hunter. Here's Freeman Liberty. He's got 10. He nails it, and we're tied up.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
On the free throw, no good. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Kersey misses.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
White, wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Hunter. And it's White with the rebound. White's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Thunder. Now, here's Mitchell, covered by Kersey. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Lyles check in for Shepard. Here's Freeman Liberty. 12 points for him. Tipped away. Here's Thunder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. That's good from Thunder.
Shooting for Atlanta.
2nd free throw, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Here's Kersey. A 3-pointer is right on target. Kersey's got 17.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
They get it back. And it's put back in by White.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Here's Freeman Liberty. Wallace looking for an opening. For the lead. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And it's White with the rebound. White's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Mitchell. Here's Baldwin. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Good to see a player going all out when they games this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
So it's the Celtics now, after the basket by Atlanta.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Here's Thunder. He's got 19. Pass to Baldwin. Shot clock at 5. There's the screen. Lets it go from the wing. Lyles no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Outside, O'Neal. Now Kersey shoots over Lyles. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Kersey's got 7 points here in this quarter. Here's the drive.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
O'Neal kicks to Wallace. Celtics passing it around. Hunter with a screen on Lyles. Kersey misses. The Hawks leading by 3. Pass to Thunder. From past the arc. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's O'Neal. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the... Well, the Celtics shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Mitchell is out there with Baldwin. And it's Smith. And it's Thunder. And it's Shepard in at the shooting guard position. Here's Thunder. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the deep.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Barlow. Here's Walsh. Rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here he goes. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Walsh, pass to Barlow. And it's blocked. Smith on the wing, covered by Kersey. And the shot is good. And now an 8-point Atlanta lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Kersey with the ball. Covered by Smith.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Thunder passes to Shepard. The train. Rebound, Boston.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not going to go that time. Good D by Mitchell. There's the steal. And here we go. Here's Kersey. And it's sent back by Mitchell. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now Kersey. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Rice is checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Miles checked in for Smith. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Walsh. And it falls over the rim and in. Atlanta leading by 6. Mitchell passes to Thunder. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Walsh. Here's Barlow. The rebound by Shepard.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Barlow. Rebound Atlanta. Here's Thunder. Miles passes to Mitchell. Here's Thunder. Pass to Shepard. Shoots the 3. Rebound Boston. Wallace has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Now here's Wallace. Boston, no good that time either. For 3, Mitchell. The Hawks again can't hit. Celtics trail by 6. Out to the right wing. Barlow's shot is good.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
White is checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Here's Thunder. Drills it from outside. Thunder's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hawks.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Pass to Kersey. Fires the 3. And it's White with the rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now. And he keeps trying to get himself out of this rut. But maybe it's not meant to be. I'd focus on sharing it with his teammates at this point.
Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Here's Walsh. Pass to Hunter. The Celtics working the ball around now. And that one drops.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Substitution for the Celtics. Wallace, Kersey.
Here's Thunder. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Thunder's got 11 points in the quarter. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And he drives in, and that one is hammered home.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Wallace after the basket by Atlanta. O'Neal outside. And here's Kersey. Boston, no good that time either.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Wallace the screen. Here's Freeman Liberty. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Freeman Liberty's got 9 points here in the second half.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
First one falls for him. And the Hawks making a change here. Smith has checked in.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Thunder. Here's Freeman Liberty. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Kersey against Smith. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Offline with his 3.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Here's Thunder from about 19 feet. Smith, no luck. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
The Hawks leading by 9. Thunder passes to Smith. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Pass to White. Ball stolen. O'Neal on the wing to the middle. Here's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 assists now tonight. Timeout, Hawks. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Thunder. Back to Smith. A 3. Kept alive. White. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 10.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Kersey kicks to Wallace. O'Neal against Mitchell. Back to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Over White. Wallace misses.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Pass to Thunder. Back to Mitchell. Shoots over O'Neal. And it's Mitchell missing. The Celtics shooting a pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Kersey misses. Here's Thunder, and he jams it with authority.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Here's Freeman Liberty from outside off the mark. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Hawks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points over Kersey. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And he dunks it down.
47. Defensive foul. 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And so this one is in the books. We hope.
If they keep trying to blitz you, this is what's going to happen.
Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago Wolves?